Hey guys, we're going to review chapter 18, the last chapter of unit 5, talk about creating a motivating climate. So the fourth phase of management process is directing, coordinating, and activating. And this is the doing phase of management. It includes creating a motivating climate, establishing organizational communication, managing conflict, and facilitating collaboration, negotiating, working with unions, and complying with employment laws. So motivation can be identified as the force within the individual that influences or directs behavior. Because motivation comes from within a person, managers cannot directly motivate subordinates. And the humanistic manager can, however, create an environment that maximizes the development of human potential. Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is the internal drive to do something or be something that's just that inside of you. And the extrinsic is the motivation enhanced by the job environment and the external rewards. So that's the piece that the manager can have some effect on. So motivational theories include Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Skinner operant conditioning behavior modification, Herzberg, which is motivator hygiene theory, Vroom, expectancy model, McClendon, which is basic needs, Gurman, which is stretching, and then McGregor, which is theory X and Y. So Hasenberg's motivators, hygiene factors, the motivators include your achievement, your recognition, your work, your responsibility, the advancement and possibility of growth. And those hygiene factors are your salary, your supervision, the job security, positive working conditions, personal life, interpersonal relationships and peers, company policy, and status. The Abraham Maslow's theory, the hierarchy of needs. This is where Maslow suggested that people are motivated to satisfy certain needs, ranging from basic survival to complex psychological needs, and that people seek a higher need only when the lower needs have already been met. So you have to meet those lower needs first before you can move on to the next. And it's in a kind of triangle format. So you have your psychological and basic needs, like just I need food, I need water, I need clothing, those kind of personal basic needs. Security and safety, I need to feel safe, I need to have a home, I need to be able to take care of myself. Then once you've met those things, you can go to social and love. So I need, you have your partners, you have your friendships, the colleagues you have, that you feel like you're being loved. And then it moves into esteem, that you can move into developing yourself and reaching that self-actualization piece. But you can't move on to the next until you've reached through another, is the basis of this theory. So where does safety fall in Maslow's hierarchy of needs? A, it's the most basic. B, it's the second most basic. C, it's the middle of the hierarchy. Or D, it's the top of the hierarchy. And this is its second most basic. According to Maslow's, psychologic needs are the most basic, followed by safety. So McGregor's theory of X and Y, that you have theory X employees, that they avoid work if possible. They dislike work. They must be directed. They have little ambition. They avoid responsibility. They need threats to be motivated, and they need close supervision. They are motivated by rewards, not punishments. And then you have theory Y employees, and these are people that like and enjoy work. They are self-directed. They seek responsibility. They are imaginative and creative. They have underutilized intellectual capacity. They need only general supervision and are encouraged to participate in problem solving. So Vroom's expectancy theory is where Vroom argued that a person's expectations about his or her environment or a certain event will influence behavior. Therefore, if there is an expectation of a reward and it does not occur, the individual is less likely to repeat the behavior in the future. So here you have what is expected, the effort put in, the performance, the reward, and the variance, and it will continue to loop around. So the stretching model by Gellermans, this is where Gellerman suggested that individuals should be periodically stretched to do tasks more difficult than they are used to doing. The challenge of stretching is to energize people to enjoy the beauty of pushing themselves beyond what they think they can do. And the basic needs theory by McClendon, he argued that people are motivated by three basic needs: achievement, affiliation, and power. So question 2, which theory explores the importance of a manager's assumptions on workers' motivation? A, basic needs theory, B, expectancy theory, C, theory of X and Y, and D, theory of stretching. This would be the theory of X and Y. McGregor's theory examined the relationship between assumptions and motivation. These assumptions, which McGregor labeled X and Y, led to the realization in a management science that how the manager views and thus treats the worker will have an impact on how well the organization functions. Question 3, according to McClendon, which of the following is one of the most basic needs that that motivate people? A, power, B, money, C, expectations, or D, a sense of duty? A, power. The three basic needs are power, affiliation, and achievement. Strategies to create a motivating climate: that's to have clear expectations for workers, be fair and consistent with employees, encourage teamwork, know the uniqueness of each employee, stretch employees intermittently, reward desired behavior, and allow employees as much control as possible. So incentives are important. Organizations must be cognizant of the need to offer incentives at a level where employees value them. This requires the organization and its managers understand employees' collective values and devise a reward system that is consistent with what that value system is. So recognition is a powerful motivational tool. Positive reinforcement must be specific or relevant to a particular performance. Positive reinforcement must occur as close to the event as possible. Reinforcement of new behaviors should be continuous. Promotion elements to prevent negative outcomes include whether recruitment will be internal or external, what the promotion and selection criteria will be, the pool of candidates that exist, handling rejected candidates, and how employees' releases are to be handled. Attitude and energy of managers. The attitude and energy of managers directly affects the attitude and productivity of their employees. You have managers that are in different stages and having maybe bad attitudes, talking badly about an organization, that in turn will flow out to their staff. Self-care prevents burnout. Burnout in a tired manager will develop a lethargic and demotivated staff. So like I said, the kind of attitude and the way the manager acts bleeds into the way the staff act. So taking pride in a particularly well-handled case is an example of which pathway: recognition, connection, achievement, or love of work. This is achievement, and an achievement pathway, one experiences the joy through accomplishment and positive work. And that is it for Chapter 18 and the end of Unit 5. Thanks.